Hello, my wonderful people. Welcome back to the news, my country people. It don't read for everybody. And someone made a statement on how Nigerians are, reaping what we sowed because we voted this current administration. So we shouldn't complain because this is what we ordered for and this is what we are seeing. People voted this current administration. So why are Nigerians complaining over Tinubu's administration? So we should bear with this. I think it was Rotimi Amechi that made this statement. So my country people, a former executive secretary, the National Health Insurance Scheme, Professor Usman Yusuf, have made it known that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu policies and government are not people-friendly politics. Yes, he made this known during an interview recently where he said that Tinubu is not interested in cutting the cost of governance, but he's interested in making governors and members of the National Assembly and the MDAs happy. So many people are complaining of Tinubu's anti-people policies, how it has affected Nigerians, irrespective of the fact that he came with the renewed hope agenda, but yet people are seeing quite the opposite of the renewed hope. Instead, we are seeing renewed shege. Even the Oronsaye's report, when the government is spending 7 billion on vehicles, 1.5 billion on the wives of governors, spending so much money on yacht, even the National Assembly, they are just spending money. And Tinubu made it known that his government would really focus on cutting down the cost of governance. Yet so many House of Assembly members, they are going around spending money, living in luxury. Look at the kind of vehicles they are purchasing for them. So it seems that Tinubu's government is only interested in making governors happy, making the National Assembly members happy, making the military happy at the expense of the Nigerian people. Because if you look closely, his policies are not people friendly. People are hungry. People are angry. People have stopped taking their medications in the hospital. People are dying. And Tinubu is here talking about the Oronsaye report. For goodness sake, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu doesn't listen to whatever, advice that comes his way. There is hunger in the land. The people are hungry. Nigerians are crying. The people are very, very angry and they are not happy with this current administration. But it's obvious that Tinubu is not interested in cutting the cost, but rather making governors, making senators, National Assembly members happy. So why is he hell-bent on making these people happy? Well, guys, that is a big question. But then, this tends to be the bitter truth because it seems that the president is trying to make them happy to prevent impeachment, and that may be correct. I mean, Professor Usman Yusuf is 100% correct, and it seems that when Tinubu was the Lagos governor, that was exactly what he did. This is the simple truth because I wonder why he keeps giving wasteful governors jumbo allocation every month from the fuel subsidy money instead of using this money to address the problems of insecurity, unemployment, the high cost of living that is facing ordinary man on the streets. Giving governors more money will not solve every problem facing this country because many of these governors are criminals who doesn't care about the citizens. So he's making his own people happy, making the politicians happy while the people are suffering for this. Now what can we say? This is the administration of President Bola Tinubu. But then a lot of questions are being raised that Professor Usman Yusuf making this point known. Why didn't he say this during the administration of the former president Muhammad Buhari? Well, my country people, there are so many takes to this. So guys, what are your thoughts on this? President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government, really emphasize on how they will cut the cost of governance, but yet they ended up doing quite the opposite, cutting the cost of governance, where he made it known that some of his delegates that would travel with him out of the country will be cut down to 15, 20, 15 for the vice president and all of that. But we saw what happened when Tinubu went to Qatar with some delegations, including his sons, and a lot of people were throwing questions on, how come Tinubu, who claimed would cut the cost of governance, carry his son over to Qatar. And this brought about the introduction of the Oronsaye's report. Yes, my country people, the Oronsaye's report, whereby there would be some merging of agencies, scrapping of some agencies if need be, and Tinubu has decided to implement this Oronsaye's report, where there will be a merger of some agencies if need be. And, this would bring to losing of some people's jobs, as the case may be. Some agencies would be scrapped off completely. So where does that leave the workers of these agencies? A lot of people really raise questions to this, but Tinubu said this is his own way of cutting cost of governance in this country. So my country people, the question is, Tinubu saying he will cut cost of governance, why is it that Nigerians are the one making the sacrifices? The governors, the legislatures, they continue to live in luxury at the expenses of taxpayers' money. While the president is going around saying he's cutting cost of governance, allocating huge budgets to governors, to senators, to the lawmakers, and then Nigerians are left to suffer. So why is this, this has become a cycle in Nigeria. So many jobless people are out there. The rate of unemployment is high. People are hungry. People are really poor in this country. But then, when you look at our politicians, you see the luxury SUVs, the battalions of police and other security personnel in long motorcade, carrying sirens and driving on Lagos roads. Now, the president said he will cut cost of governance. It is really non-existent in Nigeria, and it is just an audio promise. That is what Professor Usman Yusuf is trying to say, that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu is not people's friendly politics. And let's not forget that ever since Tinubu came into power, Professor Usman Yusuf, has been a critic of Tinubu's administration, noting where the president's government has gone wrong and how they should really, try to come back and do things the right way. But let's not forget that during the administration of the former president Muhammad Buhari, he was really quiet. I mean, there was no much complaints, no much critique from him towards the former administration. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this? I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comments section. Thank you.